Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Champaign with you, and we are back once again in the wonderful world of Junkyard Builder, continuing our never-ending quest to get the right door for this yellow car out here in the distance, our Arpus, that we have been to the junkyard a number of times now, and we have probably enough parts to make an entire second Arpus, but we have not yet to this date found a right door for this car. We've just been so unlucky in finding one of those. So today we're going to go back. We're going to try again, see if we can find one, see if we're going to have any kind of luck with it on this particular day. I also want to try something real quick. That's right. These metal blocks like always slide off of each other. I want to see what happens if we take something that is bigger than 200 pounds and put it into this machine. I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to try. So if we take a 300-pound item and put it in here, will it just eat it all up? And will we not get anything back? So I don't know. We're going to see what's going to happen here. It may be that it eats it all up and we don't get anything back in the process. And if so, then I wasted 100 pounds of metal and it's fine. I'm good with it. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. So while we're waiting on that, we are going to go ahead and make our way back once again to the junkyard, trying once again to get ourselves an Arpus door. It's just a right door. All we need is a right door. Actually, before I do that, I want to see what else we might need. Like for a humpback, we have left doors. The drophy, we've got a bunch of drophy parts. So I think it's really the Arpus and the humpback. And I know I've got a lot of coupe parts. I feel like I've got like back doors, but no front doors. Yeah, I think we've got back doors, but no fronts for coupes. Drophies, I've got like all kinds of random parts. So I think the big thing is just, is there such a thing as a right door on an Arpus? Does it exist? Is it actually there? Is that actually a part that is in the world? Or does it not truly exist? And those cars were actually made with no right doors. I must find this out. So back we go again to the junkyard. Once again, looking for an Arpus with a right door on it. Now I see an Arpus. I see two of them in the distance. So if this is already a start, it looks like this one here, however, if we pick it up and give it a rotate, oh my gosh, it has a right door. It has a right door. It's what we've always wanted. It's like Christmas. We have an Arpus with a right door. It doesn't have a left door. I don't care, but it has a right door. Do I have a right door just sit? Oh, and I've got a right door just sitting here. If I play my cards right, I could probably finish 2 of these in this trip. So we're going to take that Arpus. We're going to throw that in there. I'm going to take this entire Arpus and I'm going to throw it in here because it already has a right door. And if I look at it, it's got a front, it's got a back. The only thing that this one looks like it's missing is 2 tires. So it's missing the back tires, which I've got tires. And it's missing a left door, and I'm almost positive, and it's missing a hood, which I think I have all of that. But we'll go ahead and pick this up. But I think I've got all the parts back home for this Arpus. But just in the interest of playing it safe, we're going to take a look. I'm going to try and get this in here a little bit better than what I got right now, because this is like a horrible job of dropping it in the flatbed. So there, perfect. Just like that. Let's take a look at the other pieces we've got here. So a hood, might as well take it. Or a bonnet, if you will. We'll take that, throw it right on there. And a left door. See if we got a left door hanging around here somewhere. If not, that's fine, but I'm almost positive I have a left door in my inventory of stuff. So that's a coupe car right front door. I can always use front doors because I do not have many of them. So let's take that. Front doors for coupes have always been my thing that I've been missing the most. There's a coupe body, but it's missing a lot. I'm not going to bother taking that back with me. I just don't have a need for it right now. Arpus parts. If I am running out, if I'm running out of things to take, I'll take the Arpus parts. But for now, I'm just going to leave that. I can't take the Drophy because I've got the Arpus. So I don't have room for 2 cars in there. Someone had asked if there's anything in these big dumpsters here. I don't think there is. No, these are just empty. And now I hope I can get myself back out of it. This could be a problem if I can't get myself out of the dumpster. Let's see. Options. Reset player position. I hope I can do that. Oh, no. Please let me out of here. Oh, this isn't going to be good if I can't get out of here myself. All right. I may have done a bad thing, so I'm going to see if I can get myself out of here. Oh, I got lucky and got a good jump. So no, there's nothing in there. And be careful of going in there because you may not easily get yourself back out if you do it. Yeah. But now we know, and knowledge is half the battle. Go, Joe. Okay, just searching through all of our trash bags, seeing if there's a money pile in here. Maybe with any luck, we'll have one. I mean, I'm already jazzed about this trip because I'm going to have 2 complete Arpus cars, and that in itself is great. So I'm already happy about that. Even if we get no cash in anything else here, I think I'll still be okay with it. As always, got a lot of cabinet doors. Yeah, nothing there. That's fine. We do have all of our big garbage piles back here, so let's give these a quick peek. See what we got here. A bunch of trophy parts. Crates, okay. Let's see. That's a brand low middle left door. I don't need middle left doors. I need left doors for that. What are you? Let's see. Newspapers. A brand low left drawer. I absolutely need a brand low left drawer. I think that this is one of the parts I don't have. And I think I also need a brand low left door. I'm almost positive I need that. So, but we're going to definitely take that one because I know I need a left drawer. I've got that brand low sitting back there that is just missing that. Okay, so Eldorian, Velmora. I've not done anything with that Velmora. There's a blue pine cabinet right door. I don't need rights. Everything that I need is a left. And then, let's see, Eldorian bottom drawer. Again, I've done nothing with this Eldorian. I really ought to be taking a look at that. Brand low middle right door. And left drawer, the medium dresser. I feel like I've got a lot of medium dresser parts, too. So I might take this back, too. Just to see what we might be able to get of it. So let's throw that there. Other stuff that's like big money. I mean, 80 for 60. This is where we get to the point where it's like lots of stuff that can be big cash, but it's also big weights. So trying to find the best deals there. Or I might just take a bunch of the car parts. I'm looking to see if there's like other car parts that I can take. I might as well take the humpback parts. Just start working on another humpback. So I think I'd like whoa, easy there, easy. Because that stuff stacks all so weird. Okay, I've got a trunk. I can pop the hood off of here because I don't have a hood back home. I think I had like left doors, and I have yeah, and that was it. I've left doors, and that was all. So let's go ahead and drop that in there, and then if I can find a right door, that would also be good. Yeah, well, let's see, hood, trunk. I guess I'll take the hoods and the trunks. Why not? And I could always move the truck up a little bit forward. I don't know why I always keep the truck so far back when I do this. It's like, why do I keep walking all the way to it? Just drag it up, because again, you don't have to drive the thing out of here once you get it filled. You just walk out. So yeah, let's just keep on. We'll fill this up with some more hoods and trunks. I'm tripping on something. Got other car parts that are like, take me. I want to go along too. So, but I don't know if I need you guys. I'll bring the wheels. I don't know how many Arpus wheels I have back at the place. I think we got a few. I just don't know exactly how many. That one's actually got all the wheels on it. What's the deal with you in terms of what you're missing? We pick you up and rotate you. What is your deal? Other than the fact that I just set you down on your head. I mean, you're missing a hood. That's an interesting way to go. Okay, so that didn't work. I can't take it anyway, because like I said, I've got this other one here, but it's got a left door, it's got a right door. I'll still go with the one I've got. That's fine. I'll go with that anyway. And now we're at the famous 1,300 pounds, and I've got to throw 200 more pounds of stuff in here. So finding the stuff that's the biggest money for the least amount of weight. The dumpster lids are always good because these are these are 30 pounds a piece, or they're 10 pounds a piece, and they're $30. And now I've got the truck in the wrong spot again because I moved it all the way over, and I should have stopped over here to look at this. Now these guys over here, these small cargo containers, they're $3,000 to look in those. And I think that there's something that might make that cheaper in terms of upgrades, but I can't recall because I haven't really done too much with those things in the past. But I know that that's just on their face. That's what it is. And then over there, that's more droppy parts. I'm not really interested in droppy stuff right now. That would be for another time. So again, let's take a look, see what we've got in here that is decent, because I've got 178 pounds that I can fill in here. So the chairs are always good. It's more than $2 per. So we'll take that. Oh yeah, and that one's really good. 40 for 14. That's almost $3 per. Let's take that. We've got another one. It's $40 per. So take that, drop that there. So 138 pounds now is what I've got that I can carry. So, and this might be, okay, there's another metal chair. All the chairs sitting right on top of my wonderful Arpus. Just drop that there. Okay. And then, so can't take the workbench anymore. I can take a couple of the tool chests. I think there were 2 of them here. We'll take this one. Assuming I can find a spot to drop it. Again, I love the loading physics of this thing. There's another one for 30 pounds. Just the way everything loads into this truck is always so funny. And then I just need a random 36 pounds of stuff. What's going to be good? I can take the wheel rim. That's pretty close. So if there was another wheel rim in there, that might do it. Don't fall out, whatever you do. Thank you. One more wheel rim would be perfect because that would be my 36 pounds. It would be the other 18 that I'm looking for. Otherwise, we'll just, gas cylinder. We'll definitely take that because that's $60 for 30 pounds. So I will pull that one item just out. I'll pull that, we'll pull that rim out. So out with you. And then you go in. Bring us to $14.94, which means, as always, we will grab something that is 4 pounds and then go home with 2 pounds of weight left in the car, in the truck. So that way we're not overweight ever. I know I don't have to do that. I just do it more as a joke now than anything. I always go back with 2 pounds of weight, just like in spare in the vehicle. Why? Because I'm a dork. That's why. It's just that easy. So I do that so people are like, why do you always do that? And it's because I'm a dork. So that's why. So the scrap compression ended, and it looks like it did just kind of eat up the remaining 100 pounds. Okay, so that's good to know. I thought I knew that, but I wanted to confirm that was actually the case. So we do just actually lose the rest. Or does it make a bigger, no, it doesn't make a bigger block. So if you throw 300 pounds in, you're wasting it. And again, good to know. Things that are good information, basically. Now, I want to drive up a little bit closer because what I want to do is I want to take all of the metal out of here, throw it into my trolley, and then just immediately sell all that. What do I have in here? I've got a whole bunch of parts. So I've got a blue pine right drawer. Why do I have this? What's going on with this? Oh, so that was for this. So here's my blue pine right drawer. Okay, that's there. This is okay. So this was going there. I almost threw that in the wrong one. This is going there. Okay. So in you go. No, you don't. A damaged gas heater. Oh, it's an other. So with it being damaged, does that mean it just goes in mixed? Or does that mean we just sell it? No. It just means we sell it. Okay, because it's other. It's not metal. I would have thought it was metal, but no, it's not. So that goes there. That was all we had in there. So let's swing around. More trash on the junkyard. But I'm very excited to see what these Arpus parts are going to be like. I mean, you can tell how excited I am because I'm like handling them right away and, and taking care of them first thing. Which obviously I'm not because I'm taking care of all the metal that we've got here. But we will eventually get to these Arpus parts and get those sold and see how much money that's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be a nice chunk of change because these are some nice cars. And for being the nice cars that they should sell for a decent amount of coin. Watch, they don't sell for anything. And we've been wasting all this time for no particularly good reason. I don't think that's going to be the case, but it'd be hilarious if it was. Okay, metal chair. Whoa, I threw threw the humpback thing halfway across town. Yeah, that's fine. Trunk really wanted to get out of the truck. So drop you there. Let's see. Here's a chair. Let's just drop that in there. I think that fell in there. I'm almost positive it did. Anything else? Ooh, get up there. I think that's all of the metal. Or no, there's something back here. Oh, yeah, the dumpster lids. I'm just beating the snot out of this Arpus that I've got in this truck. This thing's like, hey, are you going to take me out of here anytime soon so I don't have to keep on getting hit by all this metal? Like this giant gas cylinder. So there we go. I mean, if nothing else, we made a decent amount of money on the metal. So let's take this. And how do we do? Wholesale, $365 in metal. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So let's see. Trying to get to that humpback parts. There. So all my humpback stuff is kind of just falling right over there. I don't have a drophy pile. I really should get one at some point, but I don't have one. I've got like a small coop pile. And then Arpus has been all over the place just because I've been like making Arpus cars. Or I'm stockpiling Arpus parts for what feels like forever. All right, so there's another Arpus wheel, which goes in my other Arpus wheels right there. And now, where is that right door? Right there. So let's pull that out. Damage it 59 ways. I'm going to set this right here. We're going to drag, whatever the word is. This wonderful Arpus that we've been hanging on to for I don't even know how long anymore. Throw this on. Finally, this silly, silly door. And now we can go ahead and sell this silly car, which apparently only has a value of $1,088. I would have thought that it would have been worth a lot more than that. I was hoping it was going to be worth a lot more than that, but apparently not. And given the fact that it's that cheap of a car, I don't have any problems with actually like beating the snot out of this thing against all the different walls and whatnot in here. Yeah, I really thought that was going to do better than that. I'm kind of surprised because I feel like the coupe sells for even better than that. Because I thought the coupe sold for like $1,200. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I really should be keeping more track of this stuff to see exactly what the prices are, but I've not been doing that because what fun would that be? Okay, so here we need the hood and we need the door. And again, I believe I have a left door way out here in my pile of parts. I think there's a left door out here somewhere. There should be. I mean, I've got everything else. Hood. Do I not have a left door? No, I've got one there. Yeah, I knew I had just about everything. The only thing I was missing was right doors. And now I'm missing right doors and left doors. So I have no Arpus doors anymore, but everything else I still have a handful of those. Oh, and here's the hood. The hood fell out. So there's that, finally done. 2 of them. So again, just bang it out on the way out. That's fine. Oh no, it's missing a wheel. I forgot about that. Get in there. Get in there. Come on. Come on. Just like that. There we go. Perfect. One more wheel. Be hilarious to sell that with 3 wheels. Say, is that a problem? Why? What do you need a 4th wheel for? Some people are so picky. Got to have 4 wheels on your car. I mean, whatever. If that's the way you got to be with it, then fine. So, all right. Out we go. So there's all that. Now, if we go here and sell all that stuff in the marketplace, take a look, marketplace, sell. Again, I'm a bit bummed because I was hoping that those things were going to go for more than that. I really was, but still, it's $2,200. I'm still happy with that, so I can't complain. If we take a look at anything to buy, I mean, there's humpback car doors there, but not much else. Not much. Now, other stuff that I've got here, let's see. So yeah, there's my brand load that's still missing the left door. And so I have the left drawer for it now, but it's missing the left door. So I've got to pull that out of here. It may have fallen out. That's the medium dresser. And I know I've got a bunch of medium dresser parts here. I just don't actually have the medium dresser itself. Yeah, left drawers, left. Everything's a left. It's all left. Same thing with the Velmora. I've got a bunch of Velmora parts, but I don't actually have the Velmora itself. Where did that brand load drawer go? It's around here somewhere. It must have flown out when I was like doing all the other parts. Is it in? It's not in there, huh? It's around here somewhere. I'm not going to worry about it. It's got to be in the neighborhood of all this stuff. There it is, brand low left. It fell into that pile. So that can go there. And then I got a couple of blue pine parts there. So far, so good. All right, let's go to bed because it's getting late again. So end the day. Now, day 23, we have finally built 2 Arpus cars. Now we have to take a look and see what we want to get for more upgrades. Because we do have some decisions to make at this point in time. And we do need to take a look at our contracts, see what we got in the way of contracts here. So, paper 9 for 878. So 19. Gosh, 13. Gosh. 10 scrap blocks for 1841. I mean, we're close on that. I don't know how many of those we've got. I mean, that might be something we could pull off. We might be able to do that. Try that. I think that we've got enough to do that. But if we are going to do that, then I know already that one of my upgrades that I'm going to get is going to be, we're going to go to the, where are you? The one that we want. It's not paper baler. It is, where are you? The scrap press upgrades. There we go. We want a more efficient scrap press. So it's going to be 150 pounds instead of 2,000 pounds. I mean, I think that's going to be, it's a big investment, but it will eventually be worth it. But it's a big investment. Gosh, that's a big investment. Are there other things that we can do that would make more sense than that? I'm trying to see. Because I feel like there's going to be other things that we can do that might be better. So let's see, valuable garbage, less garbage and big garbage, big trash stacks. So we already did both of those. Double garbage. Oh, allows you to find up to 2 items in garbage bags. That's $3,000. That's not that great. Less garbage and garbage. So decreases the chance of finding cheap things in trash bags to 0.75 for 1,500. Valuable garbage increases the chance of finding valuables in garbage by 1.5. And then I don't really care about throwing power. So maybe I'll do that. Minimum amount of garbage that can fall out of a large pile of garbage by 1 for more valuable big garbage. I might go with the valuable garbage first. Yeah, let's do that. Because every time we go to the big junkyard or the old junkyard, we always look through that garbage. And so if I have a chance of finding something that's more valuable there, I want to do that. In the meantime, I also want to get another 200 pounds of metal scrap going because I now need lots of scrap blocks in 3 days. So I can't let that sit because I'll be like having a lot to do and no time to do it if I don't start planning ahead. So let's just get a whole bunch of metal. I need another 112 pounds of metal. I think I've got plenty of that around here. Should not be a problem finding that. Or just in the neighborhood of 112. Now, the chair I'll sell separately. A plastic car spoiler, that won't work. Brand low middle left door. That's, again, I don't need that. I'll drop that there, but I don't need it because it's not the left one. Again, don't run to the garbage. Take the cart with you. I'm always running to the garbage. Like, no, you just take the cart. That works. So 154. That's 60. That's too many. You know what? I'd be losing 5 pounds there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find 46. I mean, I can try. We might be able to get there. So now I need to find 6 pounds of metal. That is not 6 pounds of metal. Do I have anything that's 6 pounds of metal? I mean, it's going to be a couple of paint cans. One paint can might do it. That's going to be 4. I'm really thinking about this way too hard. And again, I'm running the garbage to the thing instead of running the thing to the garbage. But I want to see if I've got one more around here before I start doing anything else. I don't see another paint can unless there's one that's way over here. I mean, I've got all the garbage in the world over here. I really need to get rid of some of this. I know I've said that many times now. There's a spray can. Okay, so that's my other 2 pounds. So I'll just throw this in here by itself since I'm here. So we'll throw that in. And then I need to run to my trolley, which I left over here. Yeah, here it is. We'll go ahead, pick up this paint can on the way. Oh, no. We'll try that again. Q. And then we'll load all this in all in one shot. And I've got, I don't know how many scrap blocks there. Let's take a look. How many are we sitting on already? We've got 1, 2, counting with Rusty, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 7. We'll have 7 after this is done, and we just got to make 2 more. That won't be a problem. I think we'll be good with that. So now I've been talking about it for so long. It's time to go through all this metal or all this stuff and see what we've got here. I've got to see what we've got going on here. So plastic, things that are plastic. Mattress is going to be good if I can find a bed frame. Other plastic stuff in here. Is there anything? Oh, there's the bed frame. Okay, so that's great. The bed frame and mattress immediately showed up. So let's pivot. Since I see this, oh, that's right. That can't go in there. So I've actually got to run this back. But since this is here, we're going to get through as much of this stuff as we can and see what we have that has any value and get it out of here. Because I've been sitting on that garbage for so long. And it's just not doing me any good to keep on looking at it. I don't really need to make another trip out to like the junkyard or anything. I've got so much stuff that's just here. And it would seem to make sense to take care of the stuff that I've got around the house, so to speak, as opposed to going out and getting more. It's kind of like garage sales. It's like you got so much stuff at home. Why are you going out and getting more? It's the allure of the garage sale, basically. Same thing happens here. And at some point, I might actually get something that makes it easier to like clean and paint these things. Because, oh, and then there's that. Okay, there we go. Save, back to the menu, and then back in, because it always does that with the sound of the spray can. I wish I knew why that did that. And I know it's just a game glitch that's never going to get fixed at this point in time. So there's no point in me even asking about it or wondering about it, because I know they're never going to do anything about it at this point. I mean, the game's been around this long. I don't think that they're going to change that now. In a game that's been around for going on 2 years, I don't think that that's on their priority list of things to fix. If it was, they would have fixed it by now. So, okay. I just wish I knew why it happened. And I guess there's a part of me that wishes that I knew why they hadn't fixed it by now, because I can't be the only person that's playing this game that is having that problem. And again, this game is not a new game. This game's been around for at least a year. And maybe even 2. I'm trying to remember last time we played it. I mean, before we started replaying it again. Maybe it was a 2025 game. Perhaps it was. Okay. This goes in here. Okay. That's done. We'll sell all that stuff at the end of the day. Okay, so I've got Oak Spire here. I need to start getting all of my different like parts of all of my different cabinets put together, and I need to set them up in a place that makes sense, because I've just got stuff everywhere here, man. It's even bothering me to see all this. And then stuff like this paper, I can start throwing this into the different things here just to get it out of here. So many squirrels. Right drawer of the big wardrobe. I think I got a bunch of big wardrobe parts around here. I've got Drawfee parts. I think I've got more Drawfee parts. Yeah, I've got some Drawfee parts here. Got the metal pipe that can just go over here by all this other metal. Here's some Eldorian parts. Okay, more scrap finished. So let's keep that rolling as well. So there's number 7 of those. Let's get another one going. This place is going to be unrecognizable by the time we get through all this. This metal chair I want to sell, because that's definitely good money. So that is not one you want to compress if you can avoid it. Cardboard, that can go over here. Into there. Got it. Where'd my trolley go? Trolley's out in the distance. And it's got that plastic in there. So let's take that out. Let's go here now. Let's get all the metal that we got over here. Lots of big metal. So anything that's big metal, we're going to get out of here and start throwing that into another scrap. So we've got, that's going to be 160. Let's pull that out. Let's put that in. So then I need 16 pounds of metal. Not 34, not 34. Not 34. I need 16. Hey, there's my 16. Perfect. Absolutely excellent. So then we can go here and do this again. And while that's running, continue to work on all of our garbage and all of our cabinetry. So many different cabinets. So big wardrobe. I've had this for a long, long time. I can't see past the thing. And I'm going to start setting these parts up kind of over here in front of these giants. These giant things here, these cargo containers that eventually we will get around to opening up. Now, big wardrobe parts, I've got some here. Let's take a look and see if I can do things with it. So right door, I don't need a right, I need a left. I've got a big wardrobe left door. Okay, so that's good. So I would need a big wardrobe right door then. And what else do we have here? That's Velmora. We got more Drawfee parts, which I'll set right here just to get that out of the way. All right, so there's all that. Now there's an Oak Spire. There's more Velmora stuff. There's a medium dresser. Those are my small cabinets. Random cardboard box. So yeah, I've got a bunch of parts for a medium dresser, but I don't have the medium dresser itself. And those you don't normally find in the big junkyard. Those you would have to go out to the residential district for. Okay, so I'm gonna grab all the drawers and whatnot. We're gonna throw these in here and try and get them in places where they need to be. So Branlow, Eldorian, we've got medium dresser. Okay, blue grain. I don't think I have anything blue grain anywhere. More blue grain. Red mirror. I don't have anything red mirror at all. Branlow, again, middle right. We've got oak spire. I think I need 4 oak spire drawers. So that's 1. Blue pine. That'll work because we do need all the parts for the blue pine. Another medium dresser. More Velmoras. And again, I don't have the Velmora cabinet, but I've got a bunch of Velmora parts. Same with the red mirror. Lots of red mirror parts, but no cabinet for it. Okay, another Velmora. This is looking so much better already. Rosewick. I've not had a Rosewick in a long time. There's another blue pine. So can I throw that in there? I can. Okay. Rosewick, we'll throw that in there. Okay. Other stuff we've got. Medium dresser. So yeah, I might have to make a trip out to the residential neighborhood. Another Branlow. Oh, that's got my... Oh, no, it's missing the same thing that the other ones are missing. It is missing a left door. I am missing a Branlow left door. That's the only thing I need in order to complete one of those. But we're getting a lot of this stuff taken care of. So Eldorian, let's see, Branlow middle right door. I've got more Drawfee parts. Yeah, there's a bunch of them there, so I'll just set that there for now. Velmora. Yeah, let's see, anything else? We've got more Velmoras. And I've only got 10 pounds left that I can carry here. So let's see. Medium dresser and medium dresser. So many medium dresser parts. Yeah, I definitely need to get a medium dresser. So let's try and get all this stuff kind of set up. Maybe I'll set it up over here. No, I want to set it up closer to over here. So let's take a look at all the stuff we've got and try and get this somewhat organized. So just kind of pulling this all out one at a time. So medium dresser. I've got medium dresser stuff over here. I know where all that is. So this is all here. This is a Velmora. I know I've got Velmora stuff in the neighborhood here. There's big wardrobe. Oh, yeah, that's all my big wardrobe. Where did I put my Velmora stuff? Is it over here? No, that's Eldorian. I really need to get this organized. I know I've said that 14 times. I'm even getting tired of hearing myself say it. Velmora. There's all my Velmora. Okay. Yeah, and that's the only bad thing about this is that when you pick up the part, you've got to drop it down in order to then see what it is again. So that's the only downfall with this. Branlow. Okay, so I got Branlow back here. I've got a bunch of Branlow right there too. I know. I've got enough stuff to make an entire additional Branlow other than not having the left doors at this point. Eldorian is all right over... Yeah, this is my Eldorian stuff. Yeah. Which, again, I don't have the Eldorian cabinet. It's the only thing I'm missing there. Medium dresser. Oh, I threw that back in there. I always hate it when I do that. So that'll go there. We've got another blue pine. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff for my blue pine cabinet. So I could probably take those 2 blue pine cabinets and maybe put them together and actually have one completed one at this point. Another medium dresser drawer. So that goes with those. Oh yeah, here's the complete one. So here's a Rosewick. I'll just set the Rosewick here. I don't have any Rosewick parts. What are you? The blue pine. So you can go buy my other blue pine. Right over there. Okay. Is that scrap still scrapping? That scrap has stopped scrapping. So I've also got to take care of that in a second. More Velmora stuff. Which is right there. Okay. And then that is the red mirror, which I have nowhere. So yeah, red mirror is just going to go here completely out of sight. Well, not out of sight, but just like just over there in its own little corner. Because I have nothing that is red mirror. I've barely seen any of it up to this point. Okay. You are, yeah, medium dresser again. All kinds of drawers and doors for medium dressers. We've got a blue pine cabinet right drawer. Okay, so that works. Again, there might be a whole one in there between those two. Or pretty darn close to one. This is my oak spire. Yeah, I've got, oh, let's pull that out of there again. Because, yeah, there's my oak spire. So I need 3 more oak spire doors. We've got a Branlow. So, yeah, I've got all my other Branlow stuff there. Let's just throw that there. I know I've got Branlow stuff in 2 piles. I know I do. Another red mirror. Random red mirror doors. We've got blue grain. Yeah, blue grain is like also by itself. I don't have anything blue grain other than that. Or if I do, I just don't even recall it. Yet another medium dresser drawer. So many. Eldorian again. Over there. We've almost got this. Exciting stuff, I know. All the organization going on here at the place. Branlow, again, I'll put this over here with all my other Branlow stuff. I need to bring that Branlow stuff over. And finally, a Velmore. Cool. Done. That's all set. Now, let's get another block of scrap going because I think I have, what do I got now? 3, 4, 8. So I need to do one more and then we can finish off that contract, which is going to be another $1,800. And that is good cash. So let's pick up even more of our random scrap that we've got around here. Again, not taking the big things because that would just be a waste, as we've discovered. But we've got 112 pounds. And again, I know that I could have done the one that was $2,500 to make it where you would have to put in less metal. But just the return on investment on that is so high. And it just felt like there were better things that I could spend the money on right now instead of spending it on that. But that would have been a perfectly valid option and a perfectly viable thing to do. It just would have been a lot of cash. And yeah, I just feel like there are other things that I could have spent the money on right now, which is why I didn't go that way. Now, if I had like 2 paint cans sitting around here, that would be great. Or a paint can and okay, so there's a paint can. That works. And then 2 spray cans. By any chance, 2 spray cans? 1 more spray can? Anything at all? I mean, well, 10 pounds there. I guess I can do something. There's got to be a way to get to this. Or I just go 6 pounds over. I mean, well, heck, I'm 2 pounds over with that. I can handle 2 pounds. I could sit here and jigsaw this thing like crazy to try and get the extra pounds that I need. I'm not going to do it. Just going to go ahead and throw that in there. Yeah, I'm 2 pounds over. It's an extra special one. In that one, that's what we're going with there. Okay, so now let's see. It might be time to make a trip. The thing that scares me about making a trip to the residential area is that I would, at this point, it would like, I've got too big of a truck almost for it now. But I am going to go there just because, again, that's the only place I'm going to find a lot of the cabinets and whatnot. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna see if I can find some cabinets because I've got lots of parts but I have no cabinets. So I want to see if we can rectify that and get rid of a bunch of these drawers and doors and just random stuff that we've got laying around here. So we're going to try that out here as soon as we actually get this thing loaded. All right, so we made it in. Let's drive straight down to the end. Well, or almost to the end. Entryway bench with shelf. Okay, so that's not actually a thing. Medium dresser base. That's exactly one of the things that I need. Right from the jump. So that's great. If we look over here, that's just random desk. Here's a rosewick base. There's another thing that I could use. So, or no, I've actually got a rosewick base. I don't need the rosewick base. Blue pine cabinet left door. I'm almost positive I could use that. If we look over here, Velmora, again, I don't know if I've got enough stuff to actually make a full-blown Velmora. Brandlow, right? I feel like I've got to have all the Brandlow parts by now. I will check behind all the houses, so rest assured, we will do that. The $80 ladder, we've got to definitely do that. Because it's $80 for 30 pounds. So that's just like a no-brainer. I'm stuck on something here. I don't know what. Okay. So that's there hanging over the side poorly. Cool. Let's continue driving down. What do we got here? Velmora, Brandlow left drawer again. I know I don't have a lot of lefts when it comes to Brandlows. Right drawer of the medium dresser. I've got to have medium dresser stuff. It's impossible that with all the medium dresser stuff I have back at home that I would not have what I need. Okay, I'm just going to leave the truck right here because I can always run stuff to the middle. Is there nothing else? No other parts. So big wardrobe. I think I needed a right door. I'm almost positive I needed a right door. I thought I had lefts, but no rights. Blue pine cabinet, right door. I feel like that might have been another thing I needed. I keep on finding Brandlow left drawers. I really need a Brandlow left door now. Red mirrors, okay, left drawers and medium dressers, crates, cardboard box, big wardrobe, left door. Well, I'll grab this anyway because if nothing else, I've got I think I've got enough to complete a big wardrobe now. Brandlow lefts. So yeah, let's search through these. Bed frame with mattress. Okay, well that's worth $375. So we'll take that. Okay. Find a place to put this in here. I might, actually, let's do this. Let's take the ladder out because the ladder's, we'll put the ladder back in, but it's just taking up a lot of space right now. And let's see if I can rotate this and set it, in there. Better. Okay, just drop that there. Cool, that works. Other stuff, it's starting to get dark. Lights. Other stuff. I'm actually a little bit bummed by the lack of cabinets that are here. I was expecting there to be more cabinets, and there were not. This apparently can be sold. I mean, it's dirty, so I guess we can clean it up. I don't know what it sells for. But apparently if it's dirty, it just needs a cleaning. We can sell it. So maybe I'll take that back. I don't know. Possibility. Were there any others back here? Back this away? Oh, there is something here. What do we got? Blue pine cabinet base, medium dresser base. I will probably take the medium dresser base because, again, I've got so many medium dresser parts, but this means I might take some more of these medium dresser parts with me just to make sure. So, yeah, let's drop that in there. So, yeah, medium dresser. Let's go ahead and drop that in. There's another medium dresser part around here somewhere. Just to be safe. Small cabinet. Okay, well, there's a whole small cabinet, so we definitely want that because that's $75, which on a $200 trip is a good thing. Other stuff. Let's take a look. Oh, there's a whole blue pine cabinet. So this has a middle right door. So that's going to be, I think that's going to give us enough for almost an entire additional blue pine cabinet. So yeah, let's take that. That went in there pretty nicely. And I've still got 900 pounds I can throw in this thing. Goodness gracious. This is where I dread these trips because I'm like, what the heck am I going to throw in here that's 900 pounds? And I'm just going to like drive myself crazy trying to figure out all the things I want to throw in the truck. And I don't want to do that. I just don't want to take all that. I don't want to take too much time trying to figure it out. So I might just try and get some stuff that's big and be like, you know what? I'm only filling the truck up halfway and I'm gonna go with it. Cause yeah, I could spend so much time trying to find 870 pounds more to throw in this truck. And I don't want to min-max it that much. Let us make our runs behind the house. See the houses, see if we got anything valuable back here. There's a fat stack of cash, so there's $300. There's even more cash. There's another $100. That's worth it. Again, I'm not going to go and pick up all these individual things. You can yell at me all you want. That's fine. It's just going to take too much time to do that, except for a $60 gas cylinder for 30 pounds. I will pick that up because we're walking this way anyway. And it's 30 pounds. So it's pretty big weight. Back here, anything? Metal fence, more trash, nothing there. Okay, fine. Good with that. In this house, what do we got? A whole lot of nothing. Can't complain. We've done pretty good behind the houses so far. Saw, 25 pounds, $25 for 4 pounds. Gotta take that. So that's just good cash. So we gotta do that for sure. Just drop that there. And then there was another gas cylinder back here, which was good cash. So we'll take that as well. Okay. And then we'll check behind these houses that are here to my left as I'm running past them. Give that a little spinneroony. I'm just trying to make sure that ladder doesn't fall out of that truck. That's the big thing. So don't lose the ladder, whatever you do. Back here, a whole lot of nothing, which is fine. And then over here, what do we got? Oh, level. Got to take the level. $30 for 4 pounds. It's a great deal. All right, so there's that. Over here. Oh, no, I think I might have been. Yeah, that's where the level was. So I just ran through the same backyard twice. Owners are going to be like, why is he in here again? Another gas cylinder. So many gas cylinders that we've had. Again, good money. Now I need to back the truck up. But I'm scared to move the truck. I'm paranoid of moving the truck too far because I don't want to hit anything and have anything fall out. So I'm not going to back it up any more than that. I'm just going to leave it there because I'm paranoid. So I'm just going to, oh yeah, and I've been through this backyard. That's right. I was already through here. So then these houses, last ones here, I'll search through all the piles of rubble. There's another $100. I don't know why I've had so much luck today with going through all of the stuff, but I've had a heck of a time looking through the trash. It has been very valuable today. I got $500 just from looking through trash. So that's making up for all the times where we looked through it and didn't find anything and nothing else there. Okay. Bag of waste there. Okay, and that's a right drawer of a medium dresser. So I can use that because I've got a whole bunch of medium dresser parts here. And what are you? An Eldorian door. Not going to worry about it. I did not find an Eldorian cabinet. Okay. So let's put that there. That's good. I could find another 734 pounds. We've already made so much money on this trip. I know I'm leaving a lot of meat on the bone. I absolutely get that. I totally do. Like I said, you can yell at me in the comments. I'm fine with it. but I'm gonna go back in the interest of time because I could spend 2 hours in here, and that doesn't make for the best of content. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna drop all this off. I'm gonna go to bed. So let's hop here. Let's get some shut-eye. I want to take care of all of our scrap bales. Get them out of here. It is day 24 because we got our last one done there. So let's grab our trolley. Start throwing these into here. So we can throw these in here 3 at a time. Our scrap blocks, that is. And we can get these sold on the truck out here in the distance. Making all of our cash for that. Oh, I need 10 of them. Oh, I need one more. Oh, I came up one short. Okay, that's fine. I thought I needed 9. I don't know why I can't remember numbers, but for some reason I can't. So we got to get one more. Okay. Oh, no, I'm not going here. I'm going down to my scrap blocks. All right. But again, we'll do those 3 at a time. Yeah, and I'm missing one more. So I'll have to get one more made. And I hope I have enough stuff in the junkyard to get. I think I do. Yeah, with that, like that giant lid, I should be able to do it. That doesn't work like that. You can't do that like that. I don't know why I thought you could. So let's take a bunch of stuff back with me. So first starting with this lid, because this lid is a lot of weight. So that's 60 pounds by itself. There's another 50. There's 18. There's another 30. There's 50. Okay. It's going to put me up to 208. Is there something that was less in there? What all did I have in here? I had 250s. That was 18, so I guess I could pull that out and try and find a 10. Oh boy, I don't know if there's much in the way of metal that's 10 pounds. I don't feel like there's a lot that is. I feel like a lot of the metal is heavier. It's like normally in the 10, 15 pound range. But we'll take another look around here. Not going to sell the thinner can. So there's 4. Or did I have a way that I got to 160? I think I had a way that I got to 160. So yeah, let me dump this out because I think I had a way that I got to 160 if I did this. Not enough space around the vehicle. Okay. Yeah, something got me to 160 if I did this. And I had something that was 40 pounds. So yeah, 60. Nope, not you. But you are, so yeah, 110, 160, and then there was a 40 pounder back here somewhere. What was the thing I saw that was 40 pounds? It was not you. You're 140 pounds. There was a 40 pound item back here. It was in my eyesight. It was not here. Where was the 40 pound thing? I know I saw one. I'm almost positive I saw one. Why am I not finding it now? It's not the workbench. It's not the Arpus parts. It's not the Drawfee parts. There was something that was in here that was 40 pounds. I mean, oh, there it is, the metal tank. I'm like, I know I saw it. I was getting so confused. It's like, I know it's there. I absolutely know it's there. And I just couldn't remember where it was. So we'll let that crunch. And then we'll get all that sold. That's going to get us up over like $3,500. This is going to be a little bit of a longer episode. A little bit like an hour 5 for this one. But that's okay. Get bonus content here at the Junkyard. All right. And empty that out. Now I know there's eventually a way to like take this and make it even better stuff, but we're not at that point right now. It's not too much of a concern to me. It probably should be, but it's not. So while I'm waiting, other stuff that we can do here real quick. I think there was a bed in here. Let's grab the bed and the bed frame, clean that up. Because that's a quick 375. These things just look horrid. They look brutal. But again, our magical brush cleans everything off of that mattress and makes it perfectly usable again in ways that we cannot understand and we are not privy to knowing. And then we just drop it on the ground because it's perfectly clean floor we got in here. You have nothing to worry about. We have grade A clean floors. All right. That's good. A little bit of a paint job. It's a pink bed. Everyone wants a pink bed. No, it's pinkle. That's right. This is from last time. It's our pinkle color. Cool, and it didn't actually have any problems with the sound this time. Didn't actually do that, so that's great. Mattress. Good. So drop that in there. Okay, that's done. Big wardrobe. I got a right drawer. Is that that is the top of it, right? If I look at this, so I need a left drawer. Okay, so I have a right. I need a left. That's hilarious that I don't think I have a left drawer of a big wardrobe. So we might have to pull that back out because I think I'm missing I'm missing a left. I've got left door. Yeah, that one I might not have. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of these ladders. I think I can rotate that and drop it in there. Yeah, there we go. Because those are a quick $80 each. Just got to get them rotated the proper way. And again, I could throw all this in the trolley. I know I could. I'm fully aware. I don't know where the trolley is. It's out there in the distance somewhere. Oh yeah, this entryway bench with shelf that just needs to be cleaned up. I want to see exactly what this is. Because I've never seen one of these. So I'm just gonna take this, clean it off, paint it, see how much money it's worth. I have no idea. May not be worth much of anything, but it's the first time I've seen one, so it's worth trying. Seems very, very difficult to clean because there's like hardly any surfaces on it that are solid. Which is why maybe people don't take these things all that often because they're not easy to clean or paint. Oh man, this is really going to give me a fit to get the rest of it cleaned off, aren't you? Like no degree of close enough on this one. Oh, let's maybe rotate that. That's going to be a little bit hard to walk by. Just a little bit. And maybe, oh yeah, there's a bunch here on the front. Cool. That's done. So, $120. I mean, that's better than something. So throw that there. How is our, that is done. Okay, so that is finished. Let's go ahead, throw that in there. That'll get that truck out of here. So there's another $1,841. And then we've got everything we've got here in storage. So if we take a look there, going to the market and sell, we've got all that. There's another $660. It brings us up to $4,495. We've got even more stuff in the truck, but we will have to handle that another time. So now this will be an opportunity for you in the comments with us having $4,495. And for those of you who are a little more keen of the game, you can kind of give me an idea of what you think we should do next with all this extra cash that we've got. Because we've got a lot of cash now and a lot of ways that we can spend the money. So if we were going to get upgrades, what would be a good upgrade to get? I mean, if it were you, and if you were getting an upgrade, what upgrade would you get if you had $4,495 in your pocket? Because we got lots and lots of cash and lots of opportunities to spend it. So now this will be your chance to say, maybe we should spend it on this. And if there's some that are more popular, that's where we will put the money. But we will see exactly what all of you wonderful people think about how we should spend all of our newfound fortune. That is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later.